BDC, BDC, BDC. Peace and love, peace and love. What's going on? What's going on? Alright, y'all. So you are looking at my PC screen and we are inside, well, I'm inside of Photoshop. And for this video tutorial presentation, I'm going to create with you guys a very short and easy sticker using Photoshop. I'm using Photoshop CS6. Yes, it's an older version, but it works for me. I've had it for a while and still working, so why should I change it? Okay, so this is going to be a very short, simple sticker technique. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come here to my file. I'm going to click on new. Okay, and inside of new, I'm going to give this a title. Right here, I'm going to backspace and name this. I'm going to say okay. And then right here, my width is already set. Y'all know the width. I told y'all this before in the other two videos about creating stickers for Redbubble shops. 28 by 28 is your width, right? In pixels. Leave it at pixels. Okay, resolution, put it on 300, just like we do with the DPI inside of Silhouette Studios. Background content, leave it at transparent. Yeah, I'll leave that at transparent, and I'll just simply click OK. And here's my canvas. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here to File, and I'm going to come down to Place. I'm going to go inside my file, grab my folder, my file. And once it opens up, as you see, we have these, I guess you could say these brackets here, right? And I'm going to grab it by the end. I'm just going to size it up, bring it down a little bit. Bring it down, bring it down. Grab it right here. And if you wanted to, if you hover under it a little bit, you see that it turns into like a little anchor. It's arched. That's so you can spin it if you wanted to spin it, right? But I'm just going to leave it like that. And then I'm going to grab it and I'm going to move it up here just like that. I'm going to check this checkbox up here to set the size. And then we're going to come back to File and grab my other image. Go back down to Place one more time. And I'm going to take this one. I'm going to do the same thing. Grab it by the ends. Size it up. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Move it. I'm going to put it somewhere like right here. It's a little too big, so I'll size it down a little bit more. Like that. I'm going to click this check. And so these two little dots right here, you see this little water splash? Because, let me right click on the layer. And let me name that. Okay, so I'm going to name that layer. And I'm going to name it Speech for a speech bubble. Okay, press enter on that. Let me do the same thing with this one while I'm here. I'm just going to name this Shark. Okay, that's for me to keep in line with what I'm doing, where I'm at. Okay, and so I'm going to come and I'm going to grab the speech. I'm going to click on speech. Make sure the layer is selected. Excuse me, it's getting past my bedtime. Y'all see right now, right? See what time it is? Yeah, getting past my bedtime. So I'm going to go click on the speech layer. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to grab my move tool. And I just want to move this out the way for a minute. Because what I'm going to do is I'm getting ready to erase these two. But first things first, before I do that, because you cannot alter any of these images until we rasterize these layers, right? So I'll come click Control on my keypad, my keyboard, and I will click on Shark so that they are both selected. I will right click on either one and I will come right here and click on Rasterize Layers. Okay, now we can alter these. So now that I've done that, I'm going to click on Shark and I'm going to come over here to my toolbar, and I'm going to simply grab my eraser. So my eraser is set to 9 at the moment, which is good because you know I want it to be small. So I'm just going to erase this one right here. Get this out the way. Let's erase this one too. Another thing that I want to do is, I don't like the way this is it's squared off around the ends. So yes, I did get these 2 images from Pixabay. You guys know I love Pixabay, but like I told you, one of the things about Pixabay is it is free to use the images commercial wise, but you must alter them. Okay, go read those Pixabay, see it right there? Yeah, read that, or go on pixabay.com and read the whole thing. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to go back to the top, and I'm going to make my eraser a little bit bigger, like bring it up to about 67. That's cool. And then I'm just going to come right here, and at the end, so this time not something like that. Okay, and then I'll take this tip, round that tip off a little bit. Just a little something like that, you know. Let me see right here. Okay. Yeah, that look cool. I'm gonna leave it like that. Wait a minute, right here is looking kind of pointy. So I'll leave it like that. And now what I want to do is for the mouth, I want to make it look like a little red, because my font is going to be red, and I got this font that's kind of like a horror type of font with a blood type of effect that I'm going to use. So we want to make this a little red on the inside of his mouth, right? A little bit like simulating blood. So to do that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come, okay, my color palette is already set to red. That's good. And now I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to grab my wand, my magic wand. I'm going to take my magic wand, right? My magic wand, and right in here, I'm going to click right in here around his gums. I want to do everything. So Control D to deselect that. Let's try this one more time. Good, that's good right there. But I do want to get all this inside his mouth, okay? So we just got that one little strip. Now I could just leave that like that and just let that rock. But instead, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to right click, and I'm going to come to similar. Click on similar, and it will highlight everything in his mouth that is that color, his gums. Okay? And brush. Right here, grab my paintbrush, and my paintbrush right now is set to 104. That's too big. We don't need to be that big. I can come down a little bit to about right there, and then just simply come over here. Paint all this selected area. Well, I actually could turn this up a little bit more, right? It wouldn't take so long, okay? and paint all that inside his mouth red. Alright, and click Control D on my keyboard. There we go. Okay, so now that I've done that, now I'm going to grab my speech bubble over here, click on my speech bubble layer. I'm going to come right here, I'm going to click on my move tool, which is the first tool, and I'm going to take this speech bubble and I'm going to move it down. Move it down like right there. Yeah, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Okay, so what else do I want to do now? So now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grab my text tool. And I'm going to come here to window. And I'm going to slide down to character. This box opens up. Even though you can see the font and the size and everything over here, color, etc., I like to open up this window right here, this character window, because inside of here we can do spacing. There's several different things you can do that you can't do from the top, right? So that's why I do that. Okay, so inside of here, my font is already set to Night of Terror. And my size right now is 336. I'll see if that's not a good size. I can always change that size. So I'm just going to simply start like right here. And I'm just going to simply say, now where do I get these ideas from? I told you guys, research, man, research, do a little homework. Do a little homework. See, I've been paying attention on Redbubble and a lot of these other platforms where stickers are being sold. And these are the type of stickers with a message that seem to sell the best, and that's what I want to do with my sticker shop. Of course, is sell stickers that sell the most. So, you know, I design stickers with a message because I know that this is what's selling. So, now, let me see. Let me take this. Let me come here and grab my move tool. Oh, first. Okay, well, it's selected it. I should have hit the check, but when I hit the move tool, it just checked it for me anyway and created a new layer, text layer right here. So now I can take this text and let me size it up inside this bubble. Alright, a little too big, so I'll go Control, with the layer still being selected, I'll hit Control T. And then I'm going to size it up. Because now I got a little box created around it. I can grab it by the ends and just size it. Okay. So now what I can do is I can come right here, click on this wrap tool. Wait a minute, I think I gotta check it first. Yep, check it first. Hold on, wait a minute, what happened? Patience, patience, patience. It's been a minute since I've been using Photoshop, y'all. I'm a little bit rusty. I'm a tad bit rusty. Don't judge me. But I'm getting it together. I'm getting it together. I'm getting it together. Okay, so you know what? Let me right click on the text layer. And let me come inside the text layer and let me go to wrap text. Inflate, twist. What the twist look like? Let's see. Keep it on twist. Okay, see, I like that. That I like. Now I will move it down. I'll move it down. And I'm going to say okay on that because I like that. That's kind of like what I wanted. So, wait for it to buffer, rendering type. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. See, that kind of gives it, like, you know, that kind of effect, like he's yelling it. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, still with my text layer selected, I'm going to come down here to my FX. And I'm going to double click on my blending options. Let this box open up right here. And inside of here, I'm going to simply come and I'm going to do a little bevel and emboss on that. See how that do a little bevel and emboss on it? Just a little something, you know, a little something, not much, not much. And I can turn up the depth a little bit. Not too much because I don't want to take away from the text. Okay, and if I change the direction, nope, I'm going to keep it up. Hit that size a little bit. And let's see, let me do a little stroke on that. Hit the stroke. That do a little black on it, just like that. That's exactly what I wanted. And then I will click OK. And yep, I'm satisfied. But I think I'm going to stretch this out and make it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to, while staying on the text layer, I'm going to click Control T one more time. It seems like it's moving a little slow. Come on now, Camtasia, what you doing? Now, Camtasia. There we go. Just like that. And just click check at the top. Check it off. Let it transform. And there we go. And that's exactly what I wanted, just like that. Into a group. Now I can come down and hit Effects. Go into my blending mode, double click on it, and inside of here what I want to do is I want to come down to stroke. Click on stroke. I'm going to change this color to white, because this is where we're going to put the little white on it to give it that sticker. We're going to make that little white border around it. Now if we was in Silhouette, this would be called the offset, right? In Photoshop, well, it's a stroke, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come up here and I got my white. It's not really all the way white, so let's put that all the way up to the white. There we go. Let's click OK. And now for my size, what's that size on by default? That's on 3. So let's see, I'll make that like a 10. Hit enter. It's been created, but it's not big enough. So I want to go back into it. Let's go back into stroke. Double click on stroke. And let's bump it up a little bit. Let me just move the slider. Okay. Put it down so I can see it. That's actually good. That border is actually good. That's big enough. That is a 29. Okay, so I'll leave that border and I'll say okay. And I'm going to because you see all of this inside of here. I don't want this. I want to fill in wherever there is, and I see a little dot been connected, created right here when I made that border. That's from the spots that we erased earlier. So I'm gonna have to fix that. So what I'm gonna do to fix that is I'm gonna have to paint. I'm gonna paint in here to cover all these little open spots that's in here, and clear that all up and cover that all in. Okay, but hold tight for one moment. Alright, I'm back. So okay, so yeah, so I'm gonna paint this in, right? I'm gonna paint in all these little areas that this right here. Now I gotta figure out how am I gonna get rid of these right here. So I'm gonna paint all this in, all of this in right here for the bubble, everything. We're gonna paint all that in. So in order to do that, I'm gonna grab my paintbrush tool. I'm gonna hold Alt on my keyboard, which might be Option for some of y'all, and I'm gonna click on the white. You see a little scope thingy right here. It turns into a scope. So I'm just gonna click on the white. You saw the white was selected, right? And then, or you can come right here. You can click on this. Okay, and hold your Alt, and we can click on that white one more time. It goes to the white. You see it's white. Say okay. And so now my paintbrush is at 93. That's a little too big. I'm gonna bring it down because I don't want to make no mistakes. I'm gonna bring it down, make it nice and small. Leave it like that. And then I'm just gonna come in here and I'm just gonna. So I had to step back. Y'all see I made a little boo-boo. And what I had to do was I had to right click on my text layer, and I had to rasterize that like we did with the speech and the shark earlier on in the video. And now I'm going to just simply color all this in white. Make sure you don't color your text, right? That's why you want to keep your paintbrush to a nice small size. And color this in right here. And right there. Tap that right there. And tap this right here. And that looks good. Now, what's up with this right here? I think I can erase those. Okay, let me come over here and try to erase that. Let me grab my eraser tool. And let me see if I can erase this. Nope, can't erase that like that. Maybe that's because I gotta select the shark. Yeah, because that's a part of the shark. And bada bing, bada boom. And there we go, y'all. We just created us a dope little sticker inside Photoshop. See what I'm saying? This is easy peasy, y'all. Go get that paper, baby. Stop playing with yourself. Stop playing with yourself. I'm telling you right now, man. I don't care if you don't have no skills. I don't care if I ain't never made no sticker. I don't know. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm giving you the tools. It's too easy. Go get your money, man. Go get it. Go make 2023 your year. You feel me? And moving forward. And to you all, yo, thank y'all for watching, man. I hope this has helped somebody out, man, for real. And don't forget to give me that thumbs up, or that thumbs down. And peace out.